Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your host with the most, the collective detective, because my methods are effective, and I'm making a correction in the direction of my erection. I am nicer than Splicer, but I'm still part of the dirty, dirty horde. And we're back here on Robocop. I am Robocop, the future of law enforcement. I am here to see Lewis.
My wife. She was with me when they started shooting.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. No!
It's a shame that crime takes its toll on the people of this city. On all people.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Second floor. Take the elevator.
Thank you, Ellie. I will see what I can do about that. Why does it say Robocop on my screen, but it doesn't say Robocop on your screen? It makes no sense. Something is wrong. I'm having trouble. Must run diagnostics. Perhaps that fixed it. I am so sick and tired of this. I must go see Lewis. I believe the weight capacity is 1,200 pounds. This elevator will fall to the depths of hell.
Sir,
Excellent.
you're not allowed in there.
It's fixed.
That's the VIP section of the hospital.
But there's so much room in there, and we're all cramped up in this little space.
Sir, please calm down.
Calm down, sir. Perhaps go to a barber, have them fix that skunk haircut. Secret admirer, Kitty, you wouldn't answer, and I was dying to tell you that policeman was here again. He left chocolates for her and asked me not to tell anyone it was from him. It's so cute. I'm looking forward to seeing if his little advances are reciprocated. That is, when that poor policewoman wakes up from her coma. The guy seems nice, except for that awful haircut. Are we talking about the same guy? Maybe he just wants to get laid. It's normal. Not that I know. I have a metal dick now. Let's put our wait. There's more to see here in the hospital. Hello, Mr. Miyagi. That must be the guy who wants to get laid. You can see it in his face. Wait. I made mistake. I made a mistake. I should have not put that point on psychology. I am breaking the fourth wall
I'm looking for
now.
a female officer who...
You need to be...
Her name...
Thank you.
My wife. She was with me when they started shooting. I'm sorry.
Should I make the same jokes or just go up? I'll just go up. I already made the weight joke. Ha 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 ha.
In there. That's the VIP section of the hospital.
But there's so much
Nurse,
room
he
in
just
there.
wants to get
We're all
laid.
cramped up in this little space.
Sir, please calm down.
Yes, sit down. Maybe go to a bar. Oh, I already did that joke. Secret admirer. Yes, yes. That should be better. I am looking for Officer Ann Lewis of the Detroit Metropolitan Police Department.
Hey, Murphy. She's right here.
Thank you. Nice
Another
haircut,
visitor? She's in a stable condition.
Lewis.
You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Nice outfit, nurse. Nice toilet. Showers. Hand washing station. This looks like a room from college. Back when I was in college. Lewis.
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room
Huh.
in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Some people are into
You
that.
always find a way to help.
Yes. Let me not bother the semi-comatose officer here with more details of a case that almost got her killed. That makes perfect sense. Keep an eye on her, Officer
I'll keep her
Dickolas.
safe. Don't you worry about her.
Corpse thieves are among the #1 criminals in America. They steal corpses to do numerous things to them, including placing explosives inside to create chaos and panic during funerals, and some even take them home to satisfy those sexual urges.
What's her blood pressure?
It's called...
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
Oh!
All right, no pulse. Let's go
My name is
intracardiac
Robocop.
epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear.
Serve the public trust.
All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
My name is Robocop. My programming must be malfunctioning.
Robocop, what a surprise.
Why do they need brains? All the individuals whose bodies were stolen were healthy and physically fit prior to their deaths. Apparently someone on the black market needs brains. But for what? For brain transplants? No one has made a successful brain transplant since, well, Robocop. The article, Why Do They Need Brains, was definitely written as an inquiry towards women. Why do they need brains if they don't use them?
I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I feel like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Relationships?
Actually, there
that
is.
sounds
Our
freaky.
thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say, they were very thorough.
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
You probably did. Wait. All the corpses had their brains intact? Necrophilia? The thieves want to fuck their brains out? I solved the case. Doctor, the thieves want to fuck their brains out? That's the only logical explanation. Doctor, you should have some company down here. You should not be alone. Perhaps get a puppy. What do we have here?
Do you lose sleep thinking about those crippling hospital fees? Are you worried that you can't pay for that heart transplant that you desperately need? Don't worry, there's always money to be found in you. Red marked, organ selling made easy. Come for a checkup today and leave with a personalized quote.
I didn't know I was worth so much. Thank you, Red Marked.
Red marked, let's find the treasure in you.
You must be very pensive, thinking about whatever's on that wall that I cannot register. I will leave you. Perhaps it's time to talk to the security guard.
Finally! I've been calling you guys for the past 2 days.
What seems to be the problem?
What do you know about the disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the perps?
We caught their leader.
You caught him? Where is he?
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is. Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dresser, if I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and partner or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the police.
You can be a help to the hospital by extinguishing your cigarette. Do you have no idea what that could do to the health of our patients inside the facility? Even I know that, and I'm a machine. The streets look like shit.
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Excellent.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
An Ed 209. The motherboard. Wait, does this mean I have to readjust my... Oh, great. I have to redo all this stuff again. Which one is better? Let's try both. This is a really annoying thing to make the people go through. Just wanted to put it out there. Highly annoying. I should not have to go through this bullshit every single time I upgrade stuff. It makes no sense. This is gonna be a while. If anybody's watching, perhaps you might want to get some snacks. No, I do not like this setup. Reset. This is going to be a while. screw this. Wait. Change the board. I am screwed either way. Great. This has 0 armor piercing abilities. To this point, this one might be the best. Perhaps we can make this work. Perhaps not. Lame. Damn it. This might be the best chip at the moment. Yes, this might be the best chip for now. Yes, this is definitely the best one we have. Now let's get those skills up. Let's go.
This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo.
Excellent. I will proceed there immediately to interrogate this scumbag. If I can just remember how to get there, that would be great.
See you later in the briefing room.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rad.
As I was writing it, I'd noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
You helped plenty.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. Shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
It's easy.
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Shut up, scum.
I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can... now?
No.
I can't help myself. That was awesome.
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
No, it's not.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
So that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go.
This feels like shit.
Okay?
It's uncalibrated.
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
No problem. You. Talk.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Must go to the briefing room. rejection letter. Dear Mr. Starkweather, after a thorough review of your application, we regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you life insurance. Offering coverage to any police officers would not be viable for our company due to the high risk profile of the profession. Thank you for understanding. Sincerely, Life Warden Company. What a pieces of shit people. They don't understand the hazards that come with this job. That is a very uncomfortable chair for that profession.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
What is it, officer?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs' picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs' photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge.
Sure. I will find the picture. Let's do that first.
Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff, so, I'm gonna take care of the desk, but could you get his belongings from his locker?
No problem. I love fetch quests. Baseball. That's it.
You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it. You know, I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped. Thank you, Murphy.
No problem, officer. All I did was fetch a few things. Don't know what the problem was. Autopsy report. Autopsy report. Michael Briggs, age 42, male. Physical examination, severe dehydration and exhaustion. A broken rib cage, superficial stab wounds, unbruising suggest prior torture. Projectile wounds with damage to the internal organs. Cause of death, multiple shots to the chest from a point-blank range with handgun caliber 9mm rounds. No match with any weapons confiscated at the scene. Manner of death, homicidal. What a waste of a good police officer.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
There is a crime in progress. I must attend to it.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Oh, look at that.
These things again.
One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
Indeed. What is she doing here?
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Sorry, Wait.
Nice and steady!
Contact! Contact!
Show our little friend how it's done, boys.
Take him down! Stand your ground! Suspects are resisting! Team strong!
Captain, entrance clear.
Well done. Robocop, open the gate for the Ed 209 units. We'll secure the area.
Let's go. Wait, I was done already.
Turned out to be quite intense. Ed 209's behavior.
This isn't fair. There's
So
three
far,
of
so
them.
good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
This isn't fair.
You now have
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Boys, let's finish up here and show them what it means to be a team player.
How about you let me win this one, officers?
Team strong!
Yes,
tech,
I
a
won.
brick would
I
know how to
beat you,
shoot.
jackasses. Turn up the heat. Turn up the power. Now let's grab some secrets. I've got the incriminating evidence. These people love leaving incriminating evidence around. Where's the AUG when I need it? There must be more incriminating evidence around here. Don't mind me, gentlemen. I'm just collecting some incriminating evidence. The usual. Some doors are stronger than others, I suppose. They took down one Ed 209. How? It took me almost a month to kill this thing, and they just did it in a matter of moments. That just goes to show you guys must suck. More evidence for the trial. I'm coming, boys. Officers, have you considered maybe throwing a monitor or two at them? It's quite stimulating. Breaking glass and breaking walls is also quite stimulating.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
You can't go through this. Seriously? That must be some well-protected glass. This must be the executive office. Letter to be framed. Andrea, in the envelope is the letter I mentioned. Please frame it for me so I can keep it on my desk. I still can't believe that our noble founder wrote that letter to me personally. Thank me for 25 years of my faithful service managing his bank. What a great man. Indeed, he must have been a great man. Wait. Before we get into the conversation.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
I am working on the no crime part.
Then OCP may become the object of your attention soon. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that?
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Yes, you owe me. You can pay me by staying alive. This is a dangerous place to be in.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
Indeed they are.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nutjob.
What is this intricate device?
Shut your fucking mouth! I think someone is coming. Everyone quiet.
Drop it!
Fucking
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington.
You do that.
I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Wow.
Based on my engineering database, I have determined that the order of detaching the 12-volt cables is irrelevant.
So you knew all along?
I thought you may learn something here.
Okay, then start with the 24-volt connector, then proceed to detach the 12-volt cables.
It's done.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Why would you need to make a withdrawal?
Upstairs. Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way.
They stole the money.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Bottles? Back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
It seems like we have forgotten to check elsewhere. This looks like the perfect place to stir up trouble. Explosives, explosive barrels. These people came prepared. Drop it! Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Grenade launchers.
You ain't me. Good.
Come quietly, or there will be trouble. Fly.
You're out of the bank already?
I am in pursuit of the remaining fighters. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
If they are still here, I will find them. You must know you have literally no chance. Literally no chance. This looks like a wonderful place for an ambush. There's too many motorcycles. Must regroup. Time to figure out how to get my achievement.
You're gonna be out, Frey.
Doc, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building. Street access in the area, and it's big enough to store a vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that.
Drop it! Warned you. Let's recharge. Investigate. Crucial evidence might be around. Or not. But we still must investigate. Let's make sure that they never use a motorcycle ever again. More motorcyclists. What did we learn? What did we learn? Evidence. Come quietly, or there will be trouble. No OCP boxes on this mission. Or at least I have not found a single one. I am missing my shots. Something must be wrong with my calibrations. No OCP boxes anywhere. Yes, no OCP boxes anywhere. You will never ride a bike again. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. No escape. Why can't I pick up these? These seem a lot more efficient than the ones I have. I can't pick up the AUG. Rocket launcher. Yes, I will take this.
I am listening, Creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Seems like they don't want to.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
What is wrong here? Did we forget to pay the electrical bill?
So it wasn't a mistake when they didn't send us insulated gloves.
I'm afraid not. Looks like OCP is really cutting costs where it can. God knows what they'll cut next. Or who.
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean?
I'm ready for you, Robo. All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
B.
Hello, Robocop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful, especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As system failure. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
I need more OCP boxes to upgrade my weapon capabilities. Notwithstanding, I should have gotten an A on the previous mission. B is unacceptable.
Robocop, is that you? I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Oh, OCP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
What kind of bullshit is this? Do I look like an electrician?
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Let's find Spike then.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
Of course not.
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
My actions have a political impact. What in the hell does that mean?
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Hey, Shiny. Got a job for you.
Oh, great.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
How caring of you. I wonder when am I gonna get my Mustang? Couldn't I have driven all the way over there? That would have been best. That cat is still there. There's no one taking care of it. I went the wrong way.
Oh, when Delta City's built, I hear everyone will have their own apartment.
Yeah, everyone who can afford it.
That is true.
We should vote Kuzak. The Mills guy's just another suit. He knows nothing about ordinary people.
Cat helper. Dear cat helper, stop feeding the cats in the basement. They shit all over the place.
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Somebody set up a trap. Why? This week's storage bill, pick cat food, take the fishmonger's statement. Why do I get the feeling that this is that reporter's apartment? No signs of sex for months. Storage unit. Storage number 17, Detroit, Michigan. I don't know if I should.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Show me your evidence, and I will make the culprits regret their deeds.
So far, you're just making my road to the goal harder. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I needed to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
More fetch quests. Just what I needed. Seriously?
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
Then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
That is not independent thinking. That is breaking the law. There is a difference. Get it together, citizen. We were here before.
Are you like me? Are you a true environmentalist?
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
You gentlemen should definitely leave this place.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Real funny. Perhaps when I take out my Auto 9, you'll reconsider.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
Who says I'm taking you anywhere? I've got enough bullets
If
in my
you
gun.
do not come quietly, I will not need any.
Knocking at the wrong track.
Don't do it. You asked for this. If you would have just kept your gun where it was, none of you would have had to suffer. Why does everyone in the city think that they can take Robocop down? Perhaps close the door so people don't steal stuff. Maybe not. Recharge. Return to the streets with Samantha's belongings. That means she belongs in the streets. Who are these two?
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Move out of the way.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
That's a shame. You must have not cooperated.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
Give me my money, you damn machine! Hey, this ATM won't give me my money! Can you do something about it? You're saving my life. Finally, I got something to buy a nuke with.
That was not the point. I serve the public trust. That is not what I intended to do. Purchasing nuke with
I want to drive a 6000 SUX.
I'd buy that for $1.
seriously.
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
You are free to go, but no one steps into the same fountain twice without a ticket.
I think I got it.
Am I being too lenient with these people?
Can I toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Parking in front of a fire hydrant is always and always will be a crime. More skill points. Excellent. Seriously, nothing here.
Ah, screw Delta City. OCP is gonna throw us out of here to start construction.
Yeah, let them try.
They've been trying for years, and they have not thrown anyone out. What a shame. So many drugs in this city. Cat.
You are committing an act of vandalism.
Yeah, did the guy from the poster send you?
Compliance with the law has no political affiliation. I will not issue a ticket at this time, but remember, dreams are difficult to build and easy to destroy.
You know nothing about politics, but thanks anyway.
I can't tell if these people are happy or miserable or both at once.
Perhaps you have a hearing problem. The lady said no.
You're right. That is what she said, officer. I've got to check my hearing aid.
Thank you, Robo. That guy was giving me the creeps.
Perhaps raise your standards when it comes to men. Not everything can be solved with OnlyFans. How do we get inside? This could have been easily avoidable. Not finding any criminal acts. If I don't find one soon, I'm going to have to start making them up.
Is that true? Mary has to close her restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
They say that if Mills wins, we'll all get an apartment in Delta City.
Screw that. I'm homeless by choice.
I'm sure you are. Just by the looks of you, I can tell. Cannot even get in. Just trying to find one more violation.
I heard OCP is broke.
What, are you afraid you'll lose money on your stocks?
I don't get why Robocop supports Kuzak. I hear he's gonna turn Robo off when he wins.
He can try.
Dude, I am so high, I can see Robocop.
I'm right here. You're not high. You're just stupid. Can't seem to find that last violation. This is getting expensive. Shut up, cat.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
What the hell did I just miss?
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Where is this last situation that I need to protect and serve to? All right.
I'm telling you, she was looking straight at me, like I was the only man on the planet.
I know. She's the reason I blew my paycheck.
Littering is against the law.
It's an act of revenge. I was loyal and she betrayed me.
Trouble in a relationship is no excuse for littering.
What? I mean my boss. She fired me after all these years, so I'm spreading confidential papers. Let everyone know the fraud her company is up to.
I cannot allow the law to be broken.
You are just like her.
That is a long way to walk. Did I already get that? Yes, I did. At least I hope so. Why would the old man want to meet with me in such a desolate place? Sounds like trouble.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
You're gonna push me back.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just know
Why would the old man want to meet with me here?
the old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Do you? Just checking the environment for possible ambush areas.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
What do you think about it?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being. Oh.
Holy shit! What was that?
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
No, not such a piece of junk after all.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers and glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Let's go question Pickles.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift.
Seriously, I have no time for this.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manuals, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
I don't believe this.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. Cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune.
Turn your flashlight
Don't
on.
you come back without him.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Cannot believe we have to find this stupid cat. Ma'am, have you considered the possibility that maybe this cat just doesn't want to be around you?
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Go ahead.
Wow! I didn't know I had so much strength in me.
You will never know until you try.
What was that? Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh. I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door.
Indeed, try the door. What, you think I can't go through there? Of course I can't.
It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Shots fired. Officer Robocop in pursuit.
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We've got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage them. Take your time and find the most advantageous location.
Got it.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir.
Stand there!
Drop it!
My hand! Kill that freak! Knocking at the wrong address. Pay for that!
How did you all get in here so stealthily?
I'm hit! I got him! Fuck! I'm hit! Ah! It hurts! Take my freaking hand off!
I don't think I can hold him off for much longer, sir. We're in, pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns! Fuck! He got me!
Have to meet up with Detective Washington and help
What
him.
is your status?
I'm hit!
Remain calm. I am here.
That was tense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
Ma'am, you may want to stay away for the moment. The area is not secure yet. Speaking of which, where is this stupid cat? Have a pleasant day. Stay in there, Officer Washington. I shall return to the streets.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening?
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Indeed.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
I've been there before.
You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
Great.
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something.
Hurry.
Sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Garden of Earthly Delights?
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Diamonds are made under great pressure.
Wait, you think there's a diamond within me? Do you see my shine? I'm just messing with you. That was truly inspirational. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
I cannot believe this. We are in a video store trying to find a video for this idiot.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
Lucky you.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape.
Are you actually doing something?
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
Are you seriously asking me?
You cannot reopen a closed book.
So when you're done, you're done? That's rough. Probably true. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little.
You did.
It's called Me, Sire, but here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
Don't do it.
I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
Gentlemen, this will not end well. Anyone else? All this for a movie. Not even the shittiest director on this planet could ever think of a movie where this bullshit happens. Where people are willing to die in dozens for a fucking movie.
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
Let's try the computer.
Who's gonna pay for all this?
The city will reimburse you for all your damages. Actually, I don't know. I'm just messing around. Thank you for your cooperation. What the...
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Greetings, citizen.
Ah, the best cop in the hood is back. How can I be of service?
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
I will use the valve.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done. I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
Let's figure it out.
The coil has been disconnected. Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power. I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix. It started. We're on the money. Well done, Robocop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
You're all right.
talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on, give me a break. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, diamonds are made under great pressure. I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? I'm a junkie. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I will leave the money with you if you spend it wisely.
That's cold-blooded, man. But thanks anyway. You're my savior, Tin Man. But what do I do with the money that I'm not supposed to spend on drugs? Like, what's the point?
You can pay for this area, get some lights, maybe. Eat something nutritious. We are going to leave it there because it's been a long day and I need to recharge my batteries. So I want to thank you all for watching and hopefully see you guys the next time. Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.